Hey world! I am a giant political junkie, and the fact that we are now less than a month away from the 2008 presidential election, which I have been looking forward to for well over 2 years, that gets me pretty excited. So what I'm going to do for you right now is I'm going to give you a state-by-state analysis as to what I think is going to happen on November the 4th when these states cast their ballots for president. We've got 50 to go through, so we cannot waste any more time. Alabama, going for McCain. There's not a whole lot we can do about that. Alaska would have been very, very interesting and was very, very interesting to watch until McCain chose Palin as his running mate. She's from there, so McCain. Arizona is not interesting to watch because that's where McCain's from, so it's going for McCain. Arkansas would be very competitive if Clinton were the Democratic nominee, but she's not, so it's going to go for McCain. California! Obama's going to win that really easily. Colorado, in my opinion, has been one of the two most interesting states to watch. I'll tell you the other one when we get to it. But my prediction, I'm going to say in this brand new swing state, it's going to be Obama by just a little bit. Connecticut is going to go for Obama. Same goes for Delaware. That's where Joe Biden's from. Dun 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 dun, Florida. Hey, do you remember the 2000 election and how that all hinged on the state of Florida and how awful that was? Yeah, I've got bad news for you. That could happen again. Although I'm gonna bet that that's not gonna happen again. In the past week, Obama has busted into the lead, and I frankly don't see McCain recovering there. Obama. Georgia. All right, conventional wisdom here says that McCain should win easily, but, and this is a big but, I think that pollsters are heavily underestimating African American and youth turnout, specifically in southern states. So I think Georgia might be very, very close. I'm calling it a squeaker for Obama. Hawaii is where Obama was born, so he's gonna win, no question, really. Idaho is full of potatoes. Oh, and it's going to vote for McCain. Illinois is where Obama is from. Not much contest there, Obama. Indiana is going to be interesting. Traditionally, Indiana has been a Republican state, but it's been trending Democratic, and it shares some of its major media markets with Illinois, where Obama advertised for his Senate campaign. So, really going to be interesting. I think it's going to be for Obama. Iowa is going to go for Obama. Some people call it a swing state. I don't even think it's going to be that close. Kansas is going to vote for McCain. So will Kentucky. And Louisiana will too. Maine is one of two very, very interesting states that do something very, very interesting. See, Maine can split its electoral votes based on congressional district. The winner of each congressional district will get one electoral vote per congressional district, and the winner of the state overall will get the 2 electoral votes that represent the senators' votes. With that said, though, I think Obama is pretty safely going to win all of Maine's votes. Maryland is going to go for Obama. So will Massachusetts. Michigan is kind of like Iowa in that people say it's a swing state when really it's not. Just about a week ago, the McCain campaign actually pulled out of Michigan. They basically gave up. So Michigan, going for Obama. Minnesota is also pretty safely in the Obama column. Mississippi is one of those southern states that, while it's going to be closer than people think because of boosted African American turnout, it's still not going to be that close. It's going to go for McCain pretty handily. Missouri is very, very much a swing state. With Missouri, you sort of have a cross-section of all sorts of different demographics. I mean, you have a little bit of the city with Kansas City, and you have a little bit of the South in the southeast corner, and then you have a little bit of the Rust Belt in the northeast corner, and you got a little bit of the plains. With that said, the demographics don't work out that nicely for Obama. I think how do you say it? Missouri will go for McCain narrowly. Montana was close a couple months ago, but McCain's post-convention bounce never really went away. Gonna go for McCain solidly. Nebraska, where I'm from, is gonna go for McCain. Except it's not that simple. See, Nebraska, like Maine, can split its electoral votes by congressional district. And in Nebraska, that matters. See, Omaha, Nebraska's 2nd district, is very, very close, and I think that Obama has a superior ground organization to McCain, and therefore, the 2nd district will go for Obama. So to be clear, out of Nebraska's 5 electoral votes, 4 will go for McCain, 1 will go for Obama. Nevada is a state that will be very, very interesting to watch. Like Colorado, Nevada is one of these new Mountain West battleground states that traditionally have voted Republican, but that the Democrats have a real chance to pick up. I think Obama will win Nevada. New Hampshire, out of all the New England states, will be the closest, but it's still going to be for Obama by about 5 percentage points. New Jersey, Obama. New Mexico, Obama. New York, Obama. In North Carolina, a traditional Republican stronghold, McCain's back is up against the wall. It's a southern state, and like I said before, I think pollsters are really underestimating youth and African-American turnout in the South. Just ask the lead singer of Good Charlotte, North Carolina, going for Obama. North Dakota, however, will go for McCain. Ohio! 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 I was born in Ohio. Some people say that Ohio is the most important state this election, and they are probably right. And largely because of the current economic situation we find ourselves in, it's gonna go for Obama. Oklahoma is very, very strongly for McCain. Oregon, like New Hampshire, kind of, while it's going to be close, is a pretty safe bet for Obama. Pennsylvania is always close, but it always seems to be like 51% for the Democrats and 49% for the Republicans. This year, with the economic situation particularly in mind, I think it's going to go for Obama. Rhode Island's going to vote for Obama. South Carolina, while it's in the South, and I think Obama will do strong for a Democrat, he's not close enough to pull off a victory. South Carolina's going to vote for McCain. South Dakota's going to go for McCain, too. Tennessee is also going to go for McCain. Texas, Obama might do better than people are expecting, but he's not going to win. It's going to still go for McCain. Utah. If there is one state where Obama does not have a chance in hell, it's Utah. Utah is voting for McCain. There's just no question about it. Vermont, however, will go for Obama. Virginia. Remember how a while ago I said that Colorado is one of 2 very interesting states to watch? Yeah, Virginia's the other one. Virginia has traditionally been a Republican stronghold, but recently has been trending more and more Democratic. I think Obama's going to win Virginia. Washington and Washington, D.C. both will go for Obama. I don't know why I did those 2 together. They're completely opposite ends of the country, but they both start with Washington, so whatever. West Virginia, while it's not solidly for McCain, is pretty much for McCain. And finally, we have the least populous state in the 50 states, Wyoming, which is going to go for McCain. So yeah, there you go, state-by-state analysis. Oh, and I guess this is important to say. If I'm right, Obama will win in a landslide. Woo! So that's what I think. Now I want to know what you think. Who do you think is going to win this election, and why do you think they will win this election? Post a comment or a video response. Man, I could talk about this stuff for hours. I seriously could. I love it. But I think it would be best right now if I left. So, heading out. Dan Brown, out. Bye. If you like what you just saw, if Dan put you in a state of awe, subscribe to him and click the orange button. It really means something. If you do that, that'd be really cool.